morning to you, or maybe it's afternoon, and it could be good evening where you are watching right now. Well, it's a pleasant good morning here. Thank you for stopping by. And this morning I'm going to be doing the weekly garden tasks of harvesting, weeding, maintaining the greenhouse, and just maintaining the garden in general. So I have a few things that I need to do. I'm going to start with. So just join. When you do, please remember your thumbs up and leave a comment as well. Yes, right here in the tomato bed, I'm going to be weeding. It needs to be weeded out. So it's the tomato bed, and in between it we have some volunteer callaloo plants. So once again, thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate you. So let me go ahead and start the tasks for the day. My hope is that I'll be able to spend about an hour or maybe 2 hours the most. Let me turn you up so that you can really hear me. Thank you for your time. I do appreciate it. It's a bit breezy. We have some nice cool breeze here. And that's the best time to complete the task in the garden. Thank you again for coming by. Please remember your thumbs up. And you're looking at the tomato bed right here. We have several tomatoes here in the garden. And these are really huge tomatoes this time. Yeah, so I'm going to be weeding out the beds right there. Thanks again for stopping by. Yeah, so I'm going to be weeding out the bed right there. Please remember your thumbs up. So let me get this going. Okay, I also need to trim the bottom parts of the tomato plants. Those need trimming. Get my mask as well. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming by. If you don't mind, please remember your thumbs up. So I'm going to be, let me trim the bottom parts of the tomato plants. And what that does is it takes away, if I keep the leaves down there at the bottom, it takes away from the energy of the going towards the fruit. Good morning, Jackson. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming. So I'm going to be weeding here and trimming or pruning the tomato plants. Let me take you closer so you can see the plants themselves. You can see the fruits. Take a look at the tomatoes. Hold on one moment. Okay. Here it is close up. Thank you, Jackson. There's one vine right here. Here's another one. Here's a third one. Thanks for your thumbs up. Thank you so much for that one person who did. Here's another. Look at it from the other side. Look how big those are. What do you think? We have another one right here. And then there are a couple that's coming up by themselves. We call these volunteer plants. This one hasn't started doing anything yet, but I see there are flowers on it, blossoms. So that's one. There's another one down here. Where is it? Right here. And then between them, we have some volunteer callaloo right here. This one needs to be harvested. Some volunteer callaloo. And I have a bed, another volunteer right here under this mesh. I'm going to get to that in a little while. I have some these greens that needs to be harvested. These are collard greens. And here's another vine of tomatoes. And I have these cherry tomatoes that's on the way out now. I've harvested a whole lot yesterday and I see some more that's ripening. So this one is on its way out. We've been harvesting a lot from this. Plus there are other things in the bed, in the garden. Pineapples. String beans need to be harvested today. Because if I don't, then they get too old. It can't be eaten. And then we have sweet potatoes down there and all kinds of other things in the garden. I hope you will be able to check out the channel and go check out some of the videos if you have not yet. If this is your first time, my name is Marva and you're watching the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. And I have quite a few new people who have subscribed. So what I need to do is I'm going to be doing a video that gives you a tour of the garden. Thank you so much for those of you who have. So let me go ahead now and continue with the weeding. Yes, please remember your thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed, consider doing so. There's a lot you can learn from this garden channel. And the weeds, they don't go to waste. My weeds become compost. Put the weeds in the compost bin, and then I get more soil from that. Let me get my container to put the weeds in. Well, I think today what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in the mulch bed instead. I'm going to put the weeds that I collect in the mulch bed. That way it will help me produce mulch. Hello, Rosalie. Thank you so much. Angie, thank you for coming by. Yeah, the tomatoes are really growing. These are the biggest ones that we've ever had. Some of them are even popping up in places that we didn't grow, we didn't plant. Yes, Rosalie, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your thumbs up. So what I'm doing is I'm weeding out the bed, the tomato bed first. Because, if you keep the weeds there, the weeds are competing for the nutrients that the tomatoes need. So that's the reason for weeding. And not only that too, when you weed, you make sure there's certainty that diseases won't come to your fruits and vegetables, because weeds do carry diseases too. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Hi, Billy. Good morning. Well, it's morning here. I don't know where you are at this time, but I thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your thumbs up too. And if you have not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. I would really appreciate it. See some white flowers. Here's evidence of white flies. This is what it looks like. Running while I'm at work. Okay, thank you, Rosalie. And this is what it looks like when your plants get white flies like these. Then you know it's time to work on it. So when I'm finished, I'm going to be using some neem oil to spray. That will get rid of them. Yeah. So that's why every day you have to check your plants. And these things look like they happen overnight. So I'm going to be trimming all of those off. And when I trim the leaves, I can't drop it back in the garden because it's already diseased. You don't want to compound it. So that's why I'm going to put all these weeds and leaves that I'm trimming is going in my mulch bed. love tomato plants. It's the plants that they eat, not the fruits. They love to live on the plants. So when the leaves are like this, you just trim it so that the energy now stop focusing on this, and now it starts going into the rest of the plants. When I'm finished, I'm going to be harvesting these cherry tomatoes. We're on the last part of this cherry tomatoes. Here, there's some ripe ones on it, but they're about to be finished. We had a lot from it. Yesterday I harvested a whole lot too. Thank you for those of you who are just coming by. I appreciate you stopping by. Remember your thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and do so. Remember, it's free. Now this plant, these are two different vines here, but the wind blew them over. That's why they're like this. Tie them up, but it didn't work. I'm going to go in the color bed, the volunteer color bed. And do that bit too. Now, this one is on the netting. I can see some gnats under these collard greens. I don't know if you can see them. See them there? These are little gnats, or not even gnats, probably bigger than gnats. They're bigger than gnats. You just have to just open it up like this and flush them out. These color greens are actually finished. We've been harvesting. These were planted way back in October of last year, and we are now in April, and we've gotten a lot from it. So I think it's over now. So we're gonna root them up. I'm gonna do that later. There are a few that I can harvest from, but most of it is done. They're actually trees, callaloo tree now. So let me take you over here to the volunteer callaloo, which means the green ones, I didn't plant it, it grew on its own. But I planted, you will see, red ones. They are eating the plants. Big bugs. Yeah, they're eating the greens. All right, so I'm going to be weeding down here. Let me show you closer. Let me put you closer. Okay, you can see the red callaloo right there. And behind them, this one is an orange callaloo. And here I have the tricolor ones. These tricolor. Those have not come up yet. But this green one you're looking at right here came up on its own. Just started growing. We call them volunteer plants. So I've decided to just make this bed into a callaloo bed with all the different colors. So, but it needs to be weeded out as well. Yes, thanks to Rosalie. to keep the dirt off of your plants because they can have disease. Weeds rob your plants of sunlight, nutrients, minerals, and everything that your plants need to thrive. So they're competing for those things. So we just have to weed out the competition. Weeding is a part of gardening. You can reduce it, but you can't really get rid of it totally. Because even in a potted plant, you have weeds. They find their way to grow. Weeds know that your plants are getting all the nutrients that they need. All right, so I'm gonna close this up. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna close this up and go to the next. Oh, I don't know if Rosalie, if you've seen my greenhouse. I'm gonna go there so you can see what the greenhouse is. It's just about maybe a month old. Just had it about a month now. And in it we have, let me go there now so you can see. Okay, here's what it looks like. So I'm gonna open up one side first. And in it I have a watering system. And there's a video about that too. A very easy, simple watering system. This one is all callaloo. And the watering system needs some replenishing right now. So I'm going to show you what it looks like before I start filling them up. Okay, here's what. It's just a simple bottle, any water bottle. And it has this right at the bottom. And here is where the water drips out. And you can control how much water you want dripping out of it. So once I fill up the bottle, put the top on it, turn it upside down, and determine how much water I want coming out of here. And what it does is, because it's a greenhouse and it's covered up, then it doesn't get the amount of rain like the other plants do. Those leaves are, yes, they are huge. So this will keep the greenhouse hydrated. So that's one side, and the other side is over here. Now on this side, we have eggplants and bell peppers. We had 2 bell peppers that I harvested yesterday. And the eggplants are flowering now. See, they're even getting tall. Yeah, see the flowers right here? We have flowers over here, flowers. All of them have flowers now. So that means we should start seeing eggplants soon. Yeah. And these have grown rapidly since we installed this greenhouse. close it up right now so that the pests don't get in there. It's one of the good reasons for having a greenhouse. It eliminates pests. Then I'll come back to it and fill up the bottles. So I'm only working on this side of the garden right now because the sun is not out on this side right now. The other side of the garden. Oh, look at this. Can the leaves of the eggplant be eaten? You know, I'm going to do that because I noticed that there are a lot of greens that we throw away that can be eaten. But that one I've never thought about, so I'm going to research it. I'll let you know. This is that pigeon. This is also another volunteer plant. It just started growing on its own, and we have had a very huge harvest from it. And look now, I see that I think it's time to start harvesting again. Yeah, lots of peas on it. Some of them have even dried up already. This. And the guava tree is coming on. I see some young guavas on it now. There's one right here. Oh, a few right here. So very soon. And when it starts to bear fruit, it does it for a while. I see very tiny ones. I hope it's not blurry because I'm going much further than I usually do when alive. Oh, here's the Nesberry tree. Now this, we have harvested so many. So it's hardly any left now. Just a few. I am in the background. Yes, I know you are. I know you are. Thank you. There's a big one right here. This one will soon be ready. Last time we harvested about a dozen already. That was about 5 days ago. These are not ready. Okay, I don't know if it's getting blurry, so let me get back over here and start getting ready to harvest, especially the string beans. String beans right here. This is the bed. So I'm gonna do that first, and then the tomatoes, and then work in the greenhouse to replenish the watering system. Okay, let me get my basket. All right, so I'm taking off the net from the this string beans. Oh, and there are also some callaloo. There are also some volunteer callaloo in this bed as well. Volunteer meaning that they just showed up. Oh, let me show you a section with some. Here's one. Here's a stalk right here. Another one right here. As I dig in there, I'll probably find some more. But before I do that, let me just go ahead and start looking for beans. This means that we're getting close to the end of harvesting leaves. And you see the leaves start shining like that. It means there's hardly any more beans to come. I see two over mature ones. These are ready to be planted again. So I may not be getting much beans from this. Oh, let's see. One. So let me look for more. Put it right here so you can see a wider view. Hello, Christopher. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for your thumbs up. Yes, I'm in the beans bed. String beans or green beans or snap beans. It's the same thing. And I'm harvesting those. Thank you for welcoming them. Rosalie, thank you for welcoming the new chapter. Go on the other side. I see lots of blossoms here. Means they have more. No, I have to come back maybe in a week. Oh, color look. Get the color look. Thanks for the love. All right, color look now. Wow, look how beautiful this is. Here's an even bigger purple one. It's really good. Hi, Natasha. Hello, Natasha. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your support, as always. Just harvested from the beans bed. And there was some callaloo in there too. If you ever wonder why callaloo seems to show up everywhere, callaloo is considered a weed. Yes, that's why they can grow so much. Just like these weeds. That's all they are. But there are some good weeds, you know. Not every weed is bad. Yeah, I'm not talking about that other weed. I'm talking about the weeds that grow in gardens. Not all of them are bad. Chamomile, the tea that we drink, that's a weed. Sometimes they grow in the garden here too. I don't see any here right now. Let me show you what they look like. Now I'm going to be harvesting the tomatoes. Blessings, Natasha. Blessings to you. So this is the little callaloo that I got from the beans bed, and the beans over here. The beans are on their way out now. But I see a lot of tomatoes here again, and yesterday I picked a whole lot. These are very sweet and juicy. They're tiny, but they are loaded. Antioxidant and juice. Right? I think we Oh, every time I think I'm finished, I see more. I guess we'll be back again, God's willing, tomorrow morning. Remember your thumbs up, guys. If you like what you see, just give a thumbs up. I'm going to try to see if I can tie up these two plants once again, since they are not as heavy as they were before. These vines, the winds knocked them over. Like done. Hello, Pastor Joan. How are you doing? Thank you so much for coming by. Yeah, doing my harvesting now. This is what I've gotten so far. Some callaloo. These are volunteer callaloo. I have others that I'm going to do right now. These callaloo showed up in my, excuse me. These callaloo showed up in the beans bed. I got a few beans, some tomatoes, and I'm going in this bed over here. Another volunteer callaloo bed. And I'm going to harvest from that. Let me get my scissors. Okay. So like I was showing, what tomato is it? Oh, hello, Crispy. Those are, let me show you them. These are cherry tomatoes. Now I have some other big ones behind me that I'll show you in a few minutes. But these are cherry tomatoes. They are sweet and juicy. Yes, always a pleasure. You're okay. Thank you so much. Now, these green callaloo just showed up on its own, and so I've decided to plant others around it. So I have red. Those were just planted a few weeks ago. And I have tricolor ones right here. These are tricolored. Oh, you prefer those? Yeah, the sweet one. And I also have orange one. This is an orange type variety. So there are 1, 2, 4 varieties in here. I'm just going to make this a whole bed of callaloo. Yeah, I like these. These cherry tomatoes, you can just pop them in your mouth, you know. Yeah, lovely. So the garden decided to give me callaloo, and yeah, so I've been sharing callaloo, cooking callaloo. Oh, by the way, I did put up a picture of this, a photograph on the community tab. And the question I asked is, how do you enjoy your callaloo? Some people love it with salt fish. Some people cook it with chicken. Some people, sometimes like yesterday, I just cooked mine with more protein. And it was just as good. And this variety is the cow tongue variety. Now I found some things that look like moth in the garden this morning, and look what they were doing last night, eating up the plant. Yeah, moths. Crispies. Oh yeah. Okay, you said that already. Thank you for your time, Crispies. Been back. Thank you for your thumbs up too. This orange one is ready to be harvested. I'm just gonna take it. That one right here on the end is the orange one. I'm sorry. This is the orange. It does look a little less green. This is the orange one, and this is the green one. Okay, I see some scallion too. And I plant scallions in all the beds because it helps to deter pests. Though I was just listening to another gardener, Marie, from Farming on the Rocks, and she was saying how the pests were laying eggs on her scallion. Those pests in Jamaica, oh, they don't care. You can't get rid of them. They're even laying on the scallions and the onions, stuff like that. It's supposed to repel them. So I'm going to put this back on and then I'm going to show you the tomatoes behind me. All right, here are the tomatoes behind me. There are about 5 vines. Here's the first vine. Okay, let me just take the camera off the tripod. One moment. Okay, here's the first vine. Look at the size of those. And there's another one here that's, oh, it's the same one. Oh, right here. That's just starting. See the little tomatoes? Yeah. Here's the second vine. There's about a dozen tomatoes down there. Here's another vine. Oh, here's another volunteer callaloo. It just showed up between the tomato vines. I'm going to harvest from here before the pests start attacking them since they're not covered. Worms like to eat callaloo. See what I did with this one right here? Look at that, all eaten up. Take them down. So it's best to just harvest as much as you can because you're going to lose them anyway. I think pests do their work at night because yesterday that wasn't there. All those eaten up. And look at it this morning. Here's another one that's eaten up. I'm going to cut this down too. Yeah, I can see the white flies on the back of it. If you want to know for sure that you have pests on your plants, the best place to look is underneath the plant. Going to look, can you see the white fly right there? And I guarantee you, if I leave this here, by midday, the whole thing will be white, full of them. They don't joke. So I'm going to put it in my container here that I'm going to put into my mulch bed. See, all my weeds go in the mulch. Nothing goes to waste in the garden. All right, let me show you the other. Here's another plant. On the other side. And another set of. Now I see like something is trying to eat these. There's a lot of tomatoes on this one. For that big one right there. Hello, Auntie Hannah. Good morning. I'm doing well. How about you? I was just showing the audience my tomato bed. Did some harvesting earlier with off. Hi, Pastor Jones, she says, and he had callaloo that was harvested. And these are all volunteer callaloo. Didn't plant them at all. Some showed up in the beans bed, some showed up in the tomato bed, and this one right here just showed up on its own. Yeah, so I'm reaping what I did not harvest. I'm reaping what I did not sow, is what I should say. Getting rid of all the disease plants. This one, white flies love tomatoes. And here's an evidence of them. That's white flies right here. So I'm going to be using my neem oil on these plants. And get this in my container for the mulch bed. And I also have some other tomatoes over here. Here and there. And over there, I can't take you over there because you're gonna get blurry. These things just started showing up underneath the sweet sap tree. If you look closely, you will see a tomato. There's tomatoes, there are bell peppers, there's pumpkin, and other things that I don't know because they came from the kitchen scrap. And Auntie Anna is saying I'm blessed. Oh, so I need to go move back then. Sorry about that. I know that's why I can't go too far because it will do that. I'm back now. Yeah, because I moved. Okay. What about here? What about here? Did you see the tomatoes? I hope it wasn't blurry when I was over here. All right, so now I'm going to go into and I don't know. You tell me, I'm going to take you here and see. I'm going into the greenhouse to replenish the watering system. Let me know if it is buffering right here, because this is where I would leave you. Tell me if it's buffering. You came back before you stepped back. Oh. So that means it was buffering over here, the tomatoes. If that's the case, then it should be buffering right now. Oh, I'm fine. Great. So I'm going to go into this greenhouse right here, and I need to replenish the watering system. So I'm going to leave you right here and get my hose, and then I come and open it up. You can see what I'm doing. Right? It buffered it for a very short span, so you should be fine to move about. Okay. Thank you. know that sometimes it happens, and one of the reasons why I don't often do live outside. All right. For those of you who are just coming on, because I showed it earlier, here in this side I have eggplants and sweet peppers. You see those bottles there? That's what I'm going to be replenishing. The water is dried out, so I'm going to do the best I can and replenish them. All right, so let me show you what I do. Making sure that you can see though. You don't want to be doing something that you can't see. Okay, I have a couple bottles that I need to change because they're not too strong. All right, so I'm going to start with this one right here. All right, and this is the spout that goes on top. Once I fill up the bottle, the spout goes on top, turn it upside down, and the water drips from here. So I can determine how much water I want to drip from it by turning the top. Oops. I need to turn on the top so the water can come out. It buffers. Okay. Let's see. You don't want it to drip too fast. That one is one. And I'm going to change this one because this buckle is very weak. This one is better. I don't think you can see better. See very well here. Sorry. I need to put it down some more. Sweet. Hello, God's child. God's child, thank you for coming. Sweet peppers. Oh yeah, there's sweet peppers in here. Let me put it down some. Well, there were 2 of them there yesterday that I harvested. So you're not going to see any sweet peppers in there, but those plants are sweet pepper plants. And the ones above, those are eggplants. And they all have flowers on them, which means pretty soon there will be eggplants. They're pretty and look healthy. Oh, yes. Yeah, they are. Look at the leaves are nice. And there are 6 bottles on this side and 6 bottles on over here where the calado is. I'll show you. Over here is the calado section. You don't eat eggplants? Oh, okay. I tried it once though. I may try it again. You know, they cook them in different ways. You can fry them, you can steam them, you can stew them. Maybe it's the way that it was done that you didn't like. But try, yeah, like you say, try again. You never know. That's how it is with food. I realized I was so zoomed in, you probably couldn't see very well. All right, so I'm going to work on these bottles here. Oh, there's, all right, started right here in the corner. What is it you love? Oh, callaloo? Is it the callaloo you're saying you love there? Yeah, these are the cow tongue variety. I cooked some yesterday. And let me tell you, it's like nothing tasted better than that. Just plain, I seasoned it. I didn't put any meat or anything in there. Just seasoned it with some, and I put some of those tomatoes that I harvested yesterday in it. It's just delicious. You know, you get a joy out of eating what you grow. Because you know how it was grown. No pesticide, nothing. I didn't even put my own liquid fertilizer in there. I didn't put any fertilizer. I love callaloo, but I can't. Oh, you can't get it there. Let's see. You said I just liked it, though I never tried it. Oh, you never tried it? I don't know why. I see something and don't eat it, though I've never tried it. Okay, well you should try it. You should try it. Try and so you can see better. Don't know if you see. This is another bottle that I need to trade this week. This one. there's no dirt in here. So the dirt will prevent the water from coming through the spigot. No, I don't have any guinea hen weed. We had soursop, but the soursop didn't survive. And we bought another one. First one last summer when it was very, very hot. We went away and we came back. It was burnt up. It was as though somebody set it on fire. The sun scorched it, and we tried and tried and it wouldn't come back. So we bought another one, planted it in a different area, thinking it wouldn't happen again. Well, let's say we don't have any soursop right now. Nope, we don't have any. So we have not been successful with soursop. And boy. And then, I said to myself, I'm not going to buy another one because we have neighbors who have soursop, and they're always, neighbors and church members always give us soursop. So we were never out. I even have some in my freezer right now that I use when I am making smoothie. So we are never out of soursop, so I'm not going to waste more money again to try to get another one. Okay? So I need to go in to get those two in the back. Alright. Have to step over there. Well, I wish I could get. I wish you get some horrible. You know, I don't like the canned ones. Canned ones is soggy and soft. It just doesn't taste like caramel. I mean, if you could get a seed, you could just plant some inside your house in a container. There you go. You have your caramel from inside your house or apartment. Move over here. God, I almost missed my. Oh my goodness. I almost missed your own premiere. Sorry about that, my dear. I'm going to water the entire thing. Because it doesn't get a lot of water like our plants. So these watering systems will keep it hydrated. Will keep it hydrated, I should say. Or it will prevent it from getting dehydrated. Those tops, oh, it's called watering system. Trying to get the correct name. I think I just looked up raised bed watering system. That's what I looked up, and these popped up. I got them on Amazon. Yeah, raised bed or potted plants watering system. That's what I did. Later on, I'll go check out that preview that you It's okay now. Bless your brain. Just asking because they're so convenient. Yeah, that's what I did. I just looked up the raised bed or potted plants watering system and they pop up. Okay, thank you for, you said you're here but working on something. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And those of you in the background, I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for your thumbs up as well. If you have not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. So this is the greenhouse, and I don't water it every day, hence the watering system I have here. It keeps it hydrated. And if you have like 3 liter bottles, you could use them so that you won't. Okay, I need to finish over on this side. Let me come over here. On the other side now. We'll be till you end. Okay, Auntie Anna, thank you. Thank you so much. So we were away for about 5 days, and so we had to fill up these bottles, this system, you know. So what I'm going to try to do is try to get back liter bottles. That way you will have more water and you don't have to replenish it so often. But I don't mind it. So let me do this. I'm gonna fill up this one. 2 bottles in the back. What I could do also is flip this. This thing can be flipped up, and then I can get to the back. That's what I did in order to weed over there. And when I'm ready to harvest, that's what I have to do. In the meantime, I'm just going to watch it, especially in the back. I have another video coming out that shows everything that I do here. I just need to upload it. Oh, no, it's already uploaded. I just need to upload it on YouTube. It's already edited and finished. When I do this now, I won't have to come back and do this again until maybe Sunday. Today is Thursday. It's another 3 days. Because, I need to check up on the plants, see what they're doing. But you have to check for pests. Even though it's in a raised bed, you never know. Those little pests, they find a way. Right? I'm going to cover it now. Zip it up. Yeah, man, give a 10 cent. Thank you, it's appreciated. Because you know that's all you get. Yeah, that's all you get, my dear, 10 cents. That is appreciated. You get this 10 cents. Yep. So I'm finished on this section. Let me take my gadgets back over here. There is one more thing that I must do. Right. Right there, so you're right. There's one more thing I must do before I wrap up, and that is to turn the chicken manure. Somebody gave me some chicken manure, but chicken manure must be cured for a few months. You can't just use it hot on your plants. No. Or the nitrogen will burn them up. So let me show you what I'm gonna do. It's kind of low. All right, I got chicken manure in those 2 white containers over there. Hold on one moment, let me put you up. All right, so in these 2 containers I have chicken manure, and I need to turn it So what I do is there's a bag that's between them. I just pour it in the bag and pour it out. That's my way of mixing it up. And then I have some in that black container over there. That container, all I have to do is just turn it. I'm going to go over there now and do that so you can see. That's my compost bin. So I'm composting that over there. Now for these in the containers. Thank you for those of you who are still watching. I appreciate it. Those containers now I'm going to turn. So I need to put on my mask. Chicken manure is the most, they say, is the most effective fertilizer for your garden. But you have to be careful how you use it. It must be cured. I'm going to do this for 3 months. me show you what it looks like. Okay, you can't see from here. Chicken manure is the best. Yeah. Let me show you what it looks like. Inside of it, there are all kinds of, there's wood chips. There are clippings from the garden, grass, leaves, sticks, all kinds of stuff. That's how you cure it. So, let's see what it looks like. It's like dirt. Yeah, so somebody has a chicken farm and promised to give me. So, in addition to making my own, because right there's my liquid one, now I'm getting chicken manure. Yeah, let me put you back. Yeah, so now I harvested some, yesterday I harvested some papaya, but I'm looking now and I see that the dwarf one has a couple more. I'm going to show you some of what I harvested yesterday, because I quite a few. So let me take you over here to the dwarf one, and just let me know if it's buffering. I'm walking under the ackee tree. Hey, look at this. This is the hog plum. We call it Jamaican plum. The tree is loaded. Some close up. So I'm going to leave you right here. I don't want to go too far. That's the dwarf. Four of them. Two and two. Why you do that? Look at those beautiful papa. I'm telling you, and they're sweet. It's our first time growing dwarf, the ones, and they are sweet. Now the big tree is almost finished. We must have harvested at least 100 from that tree. And I see that there's some that will be ready in about 2 days. Yeah. I'm gonna show you what some of us got yesterday. Put it in the basket. And there's the June plum. Oh, I see red ones. I have to come back and get those. I have June plum here. Let me show it to you. You can see it from here. They're right here. Oops, the very ripe one fell off. Let me get it. Oh, there are a couple ripe ones on the ground. This is how I like to have them. What a wickedness. I like to have them when they're just this ripe. I got 4 here. And look at the bunches right here. This tree produces all year long. So you can see some blossoms right there. It's always blossoming and there's always fruits. Yeah, small ones, big ones, all different sizes. Put them in a little basket here. Let me show you some of those. And then I'm going to try to take you over to a new, I call it ecosystem happening here in the garden. But let me go get those papayas and put them in here. Just realized that I was talking to you, but it was off. Anyway, so we had 8 of them yesterday. So this is just 3 of the 8. The sun is over here. Now I want to take you over to the sweet sap tree. Let me know if it's buffering. But this sweet sap tree only gave us sweet sap once, I think. I can't remember having it more than once. But for the last 2 years, nothing. So we tried to feed it, do everything to it to get it to fruit. Now we also trimmed it recently, and now I notice all the leaves are back and it's getting green. I think it's getting jealous because you see what's happening underneath? Underneath, all the kitchen scraps that we've tried to use to feed it are now growing. The only thing that we planted here purposely are the pineapples. But everything else, as you can see, you see the tomato right there? Don't want to go too close because I don't know if it's buffering. There are several tomatoes. You can only see 2 from here. And here we also have some sweet peppers. You know, let me get the tripod, put it right here, and then I'll talk to you and show you. I don't want to see no sweets up because I'm not getting any. Well, we're not getting any either. We're not getting any either, so you're not going to see any. So I'm going to put this on the tripod. All right. So here are the tomatoes. Oh, I'm looking at the tree because last week, and I think you're going to see that video today, there's an iguana. An iguana was just staring at me from there. So anyway, it's not up there today. But here is... Isn't this lovely? Look at this. Not buffering, great. Look at this pepper. And there's more under there. And then I see pumpkins too. What else? Pumpkins have a lot of blossoms on it. And there are other things there that I can't even tell you what it is. You know, because we just throw kitchen scraps there. We just throw it. And man, but I'm loving this. I'm loving it. Yeah, so that's our ecosystem all by itself. So if the tree don't giving us anything, if you're not getting anything from the top of the tree, we're getting something from below. Wow, just amazing. Now I need to cut some bananas too. I'm gonna show you the bananas in the white bag over there. Let me tell you why. Hold on. Yes, pumpkin is over there. Pumpkin is there. But you see that white bag? That's a bunch of banana in it. That one is not ready. But there's one behind it that's in a black bag. That's what we've been reaping from. And the reason we have them in the bag is because the squirrel ate 3 fingers of the one in the black bag before it was ready. So covering it up, they don't see it, they don't get to it. So I'm going to go over there, and because I'm going to give away some today, I'm going to harvest one hand. take you any further because it will definitely buffer back there if I take you back there. Yeah, smart. Yeah, the tree, that thing is smart. Green banana for somebody today. So now I'm going to show you my basket. I'm wondering, and thank you, Ambini. Simple Living. Thank you for coming. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to show you the blossom on the pumpkins. With the hope that it doesn't buffer. They're over here on this side. Can you see something yellow? Let me zoom it in. That's only one you're looking at there. But there are others. Is it buffering? Yeah. Pumpkins and other things in there. I cannot tell you what it is. I don't know. All kitchen scraps. Everything in there except the pineapples are kitchen scraps that we just threw under there to get this tree to start fruiting. I hope it will. Maybe it got jealous now. Welcome. Oh, okay. Let's see what you're saying there. Welcome to everyone watching. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Also, leave a like. It's free. I agree. Thank you so much. Oh, no buffering over there. That was good. That's good. Yeah. So here's my basket now. It's in the sun. I need to get it out of the sun for you. Hold on. Let me put it out, get it out of the sun. Because I put this on the tripod. So thanks again for coming. Thanks for your thumbs up, your comments, your time. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, God's child. Thank you, Let's Enrich the Soil, and all those in the background. I appreciate your time. Oh, the sun is not here now, so you can see the basket better. Here it is. June plums, string beans, papayas, tomatoes. Look at my lovely bell pepper, bananas, callaloo. Yeah, and there's more to be harvested, but that will have to be done another day. Yeah, and look at what's coming up nicely. All the pineapples. All right, take care. See you next time, right here in the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden.